must house our contract with Raphael. If hope points the way, we might take...
You brilliant, beautiful maniac! I'll hold him down while you trim his arteries. Except he's not home! I'm indisposed and you're in hell! Don't waste any more words, or we'll both be sorry. The house is home to many things. Most of them really want to kill you. I strongly suggest you try not to let that happen. Find your contract instead. Save your soul.
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Shh. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch. Now whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate. Remember, quiet as a mouse. You can't help me! You can't even help yourself! You're gonna die here! You ask after me rather than your own heart's desire. It would bring a tear to my eye if I had not shed them all so long ago. The hammer Raphael gave you is the key for you and for me. Behind you! Skipping across the plains, spinning plates, making deals with dukes and devils. He's a busy man. A busyness man. But not a man at all, of course. He'll be home soon, though, and you better find your contract before he arrives. I read it. There are precisely 49 clauses and subsections that give him the authority to tear out your soul if he finds you here uninvited. You really should have had someone clever look that thing over before you signed. Can the fly prepare for the spider? Can the soup prepare for the spoon? You're dead, dead, dead! All of them. The traps and the monsters and the humongous balls of fire. The same place you'll find your sorry little soul when Raphael rips it out. The paper cage for your soul. Such a tiny thing, but it's one of his favorites. In the archive, down the corridor, past the debtor. Oh, the debtors. They won't like you. But I like you. I know I do. I think I do. I hope I do. I just need to ask one question, and I'll know for sure. Can you save me? Please? Please, 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 please. You don't even know how. All right. You have to listen very, very, very closely. I will say this only once. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Once you take the contract, the fire will come. And Raphael, you must run, run, run. But don't forget me. Please, please, please. I don't want to burn. Not again.
We won't. We'll get you out. I promise.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, hope disappears.
There's nothing.
Keeping pace.
This place is all entrance.
I know you. As the steeple knows the arch, and the keystone knows the clay. I know you. For we are both parts of the same design. Like me, you made a deal with the devil and authored your own damnable fate for the greater good. Alas, it was a good that never came to be. I was an architect in life, a builder of tombs and temples, but mostly of towers. My proudest work reached for the stars and sought to dry Selûne's tears. It was a monument to life and to virtue, and a happy home to my master for many years. A great general, a greater man, Ketheric Thorm. When tragedy came, my master fell into darkness and despair. He marshaled a great army to ruin the world and bring all into shadow. I could not let it happen. I sought out the devil, Raphael, and signed an infernal pact with him. He promised to destroy my master's army, and I promised him my soul in return. The devil was true to his word. Fiends slaughtered my master's forces, but he endured somehow and blighted the land. Then my pact, the loss of my eternal soul, it was all for nothing. Then all came to pass as I had hoped, though a century too late for my family and friends. Your actions may have justified the price of my soul. I thank you. Tell me, what became of my pride? What became of Moonrise Towers? Perhaps one day, new life will find it. Thank you. Now go. Finish your business here and leave while you can.
What have we here?
You shouldn't be here. None of us should.
No trouble at all.
My blood! It's burning! Sizzling! Do you feel it? Don't come too close. My bones!
Time for a chat.
Brother! Welcome! It's so good to see a new face. Long enough to forget the faces of my family. Plenty. Raphael brings new guests all the time. Some faces don't stay fresh for very long, though. Who am I? I do not know. Who was I? I can answer. A priest. I spent most of my life singing praise to a god who did not listen. 1,000 prayers with no reply. Imagine it. Raphael answered the first time I called out to him. Not riches or miracles, just enough coin to keep my family happy and healthy. Raphael delivered. and then I was delivered to him.
Claws.
You look positive.
They're eating me from the inside.
Hello again, little mice. The price for speaking is steep, but I must give warning. Your prize is just ahead in the archive, but you can't take it yet. And even if you could, you mustn't. Trigger the alarm, and Raphael will come swooping home on wings of malice to rip out your soul. In this house, thieves are melted like butter and spread onto toast. Shh. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Slight problem. The flames are scorching my backside as well as my mind. But I like your optimism, and I can help. The Archivist is the key, but he's as stubborn as a king and as serious as a heart attack. Exploit his fiddling weakness and make him grovel! Oh no. They hear me. Speak quickly, speak softly. You know how this goes.
You steady your mind and prepare your questions.
Sister, my sister! What have you done? Sold me for soul scraps, torment me for fun. My dearest sister Carilla is in there too, pretending to browse the collection, acting all nonchalant. She's up to something. She won't let me escape. Not never, ever, never, ever. You can't! There is no hope for hope! Not without the hammer. It can shatter all infernal chains, including those that hold me. I will endure till you find me. We will rip out their gizzards. But first, go get your contract. Once you do, the house will bare its teeth, and you'll only have a few minutes to get me out of my prison before Raphael arrives. And then it all comes tumbling down!
I will not let you bring disorder into the archive.
I'm not bringing anything, you little fusspot. I'm just here to watch the story unfold. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. I'll cleanse the books.
No in...
I shouldn't be here. Let me take you back.
A guest? Are you a client of the Master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule.
His eyes flicker back and forth as if he is reading a book. He has the schedule memorized, or it's carved into his eyelids.
Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here. A fine pair of gauntlets that allow the wearer to twist the head from even the most resilient malingerer. An amulet that causes the blood to surge and the heart to swell, along with other parts. Most invigorating. And awaiting installation, we have secured a rod that gathers the weave around it in great quantities, just as surely as shit gathers flies. Be my guest. Even if you're not scheduled for an appointment, this is a civilized place. As long as you don't remove any of the artifacts, nobody will remove your skin. Unless Master Raphael decides otherwise, of course. Yes, nasty little gadfly. I'd swat her if the Master wasn't so fond of tormenting her.
Gods, I hate the Hells.
I commend you. Thinking is a marvelous pastime. You should have third, fourth, and fifth thoughts about your deal as well. You can think about all the ways you're never going to break it. He can be so indulgent of his favorites. While most irregular, I shall take your preposterous request into consideration. Submitting the necessary paperwork will take no more than 6 infernal cycles, amounting to 37 of your mortal years. I recommend you indulge in the pleasurable torments of the boudoir while you wait. It is where Raphael conducts his most private matters of business and pleasure. You will need this to gain access. The resident favors their favorites. Satisfy them, and they may put in a good word on your behalf.
You done with the rat? Can't resist the faintest hint of a temptation, can you? I suppose that makes 2 of us. That little disguise Hope gave you is adorable. I can see right through it, of course. And so will Raphael. He's going to notice you nosing around his house. I hope you're ready to face a very angry devil.
Why don't you run off and tell him, Corilla? You love tattling to Daddy, don't you?
Don't you? I thought you had half a brain. Then again, you're here. Pretty much disproves any good sense you might have had once upon a time. Might want to steer clear of my sister Hope, though. She's mad as a March hare. If she'd just agreed to serve Raphael, he'd probably have released her a long time ago. As things stand, she's his favorite toy. We're all mad here. But Hope in hell? Why, that's the definition of insanity. She didn't want it. He sweetened the deal. She said no. No matter how many times he upped the ante, she just laughed in his face. He didn't like that. Eventually, he took her by force, trapped her and swore he wouldn't let her go till she gave him what he wanted. Conversion. The stubborn ass has endured more torment than any soul should be able to. Even when he took all of her skin, she held on to hope. Raphael finds that puzzling. And he loves puzzles. You being here is another puzzle. You don't seem like you want to die. You want my advice? Enjoy whatever life remains to you. When Raphael catches you, you'll never enjoy anything again.
The archivist told you to cool off in the boudoir. Well, here it is. A horrid place where pleasure is pain, and pain is pleasure, and hope cannot live at all. Never by choice. Icky and sticky and grimy and slimy. Everything in this house exists for Raphael's pleasure, and Raphael's pleasure alone. That includes Raphael himself, whatever form he takes.
It's hot. It's cold. It's hot. It's cold.
That might be worth a look.
A lost little mouse is running through the house.
Oh, gods. What the fuck have I stumbled into?
A thief in the night, greedy and here to take. Why you here, little thief? Oh, I love a cheater. Why don't we play a game? You win, I give you everything you desire. But you'll enjoy yourself more if you lose. It's a surprise. Off with your clothes. Good little thief. You'll be crying out my name soon. You'd better know it. I am Harlep, Raphael's personal incubus, glamored and transfigured to look like him. I'm a perfect copy. He only ever wants to sleep with himself. What's better than the devil you know, eh?
His violating stare sees more than all of you. It sees potential.
Before we continue, I want to make sure you're comfortable.
Sometimes, when he's feeling adventurous, Raphael will ask me to change into the Archduchess, Raphael. I can take her form if you choose. A simple swap pales in comparison to what you are about to do for me. Then the Archduchess I shall be. On the bed. Lie back. I already told you, it's a surprise. Don't you like surprises?
Any thought of resistance or control is fading. You will obey, giving yourself body and mind to them. You retain a trace of free will, but it is one drop in the ocean of their desire. It will not last. Every kiss is as tender as a last goodbye, every touch a lie of true love. It is every sensation of a lifetime of love all at once. Your body trembles with impossible expectation. Unable to resist, a voiceless scream erupts from your mouth. Harlep.
You are so delicious.
The moment she joins with you, your mind folds over double. As she continues to lavish herself upon your helpless form, you stop breathing. Your heart stops beating. And your mind begins to clear entirely. Some last thought whispers in your skull, vacated by everything else but rapture. This is the end.
Devote yourself to pleasure eternal. Stay here with me. This can be forever. What? You can resist me. No man has resisted me before. Ugh. You are no fun at all. Self to pleasure eternal. Indeed they are, and soon they will be gone. Once I've eaten your heart, you, as you know yourself, will be gone. Your body will live and breathe, left alive as a loving doll, to obey the wishes of me and my master. You will love every beast in the hells under my command. What a brilliant future awaits you.
As the incubus laps up every part of your soul, your mind is lost, once and for all.
Ugh. You are no fun at all.
The lingering odor of blood and sweat. I hope you found the boudoir to your liking.
There it is. Your contract with Raphael. Your signature bold at the bottom. The earthy smell of fresh ink still lingers. A magical field surrounds the item, preventing you or anyone from touching it. You surmise it's controlled by a vocal component. Magic words.
You know the words. Now speak them.
Before you can reach out, a compulsion in your head stops you. No, it seems to say. The magic blinks away at your words. This piece of humble parchment contains your promise to give Raphael the crown of Carsus. Without it, you are unbound from him forever. Your blood suddenly runs cold. Raphael knows what you've done.
I've got good news. And bad news. And worst news. Good news. You got what you came for. Successful visit. Great success. Fantastic work. Bad news. So many things will be on fire when you step outside of this room. You included. That's okay, no, right? It's hell. You expected it to be hot. Worst news, Raphael's on his way home, and oh boy, he is spitting mad. You planned for this. I know you did. You have everything under control. It's really important that you don't panic, even when your eyes evaporate from the heat. Come to my prison, bring the hammer, break my chains, and then we exit stage any which way. Quick as a cockroach, lickety-split, if you don't mind.
The house is excessive, overwrought, and...
The Devil's Den is every bit as gaudy as I would have imagined.
I'm fine.
go. Watch and learn.
No time to waste. Come. Did you get distracted? Me too. By the teeth in my arteries.
Something over there.
I guess. I'm right. My prison is just on the right. There. I'm so excited I could scream. No time to waste. Jailer will swallow you whole if you take another step. And you won't be able to save me while you're being digested! You found my prison. My body is held in chains just beyond. The whole house is tumbling down and Raphael's striding across the plains to come catch a mouse. And I swing that big, beautiful hammer, crack open my chains, and let's get out of here. It's time to buy this coop on a hope and a prayer. You sound so brave, but we really don't have a choice. Hammer is almost as sweet a sight as you are. Smash those chains! I never thought I would be believed. I could be hoped I might be. Heads will roll! But we must dress the Hollyphant in the room. I can see how you avoid looking at me. I must be so terribly mutilated after all these decades of torture. Don't hold back. Tell me how bad it is. I'd blush if they had left me any skin to redden, and I would kiss you if they had not torn off my lips. I hope that was a compliment. We'll carve our way to the entrance hall and chop Raphael into messes. That's the hopeful version, of course. The likely version is that we are the messes and he is the chopper. Onward!
Where am I needed? Best foot forward.
Assume nothing.
A hero at heart. What's this now? Checking things out. Today you
There are... Well... He's almost home now, closer than a kiss. His favorite color is blood. And he probably knows 1,000 ways to kill us. This is going to hurt.
Time slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
You. There are many things in your world that I loathe. Litters of kittens, chattering children, the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, in my house, there is order, and there are rules. You have broken the most important rule of all, and committed the cardinal sin. You went against your word, and defied our contract. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
But all would be well if you were by my side.
Oh, Hope. You are such a piteous thing. All it takes is a crumb from the table and you forget the centuries of starvation. This insolence has earned you centuries more. Corella, tell our unwelcome guest about your role in their tragic downfall.
I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mortal kind. Take away their free will and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it and they become tyrants. You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed Carsus, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong! 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 They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me, Hope. I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting!
Then Hope dies. today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
These insects struck me down beneath the Shadowlands. They are worthy opponents. Their skulls will make fine trophies. To stand against a devil in his own home. That takes courage. I'm with you.
How tiresome. Am I to understand that you wish to die with them?
I wish to fight with them.
It's all the same in the end. If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you. As do I, little mouse. Your flesh, my supper. Your blood, my wine. Your soul, my plaything. Now, down comes the claw. It will only take a moment to finish you. Hope. It always burns you in the end, little mouse. Now...
Hide. The only reason you're here is because Raphael allowed you to be. I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here.
It's the...
Absolutely preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming. Then we're not just fine, we're spectacular. What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day. My beautiful sister is mostly intact. You could have broken her in half like a breadstick, but you didn't. I am sorry she fought you. I'm glad she survived. You don't know the half of what she did. When we were children, she always kept the last piece of pastry for me and bloodied the nose of the bullies who pulled my hair. She's my sister. I love her. And despite all the years I've lost, I have enough love left for you as well. I hope it guides you home.
For the first time since you heard her voice, hope seems calm, and the peace flows from her into you, soothing your very soul.
Nowhere but here. I don't quite think I know where anywhere else is anymore. With a lick of paint and a thorough cleaning, this could be a lovely little house. And I can hardly leave. After all, who would ever want to think of hell without hope? I hope I'll see Corilla again one day, and that she'll say sorry, and I'll tell her she's forgiven. I hope I find all the pieces of my mind that fell out of my head over all those years, and that I'll be able to put myself back together again. I hope the echoes of pain will fade, and memories of sorrow will die, and that you'll visit me here someday. And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
time I needed. One move ahead. A word, if I may.
Are you still here? Or are you but a dream?
I love surprises.
Your way into the Devil's Lair, risked mind, limb, and freedom, and destroyed the contract that bound you. The contract you tried to hide from me. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Did you think that you would quietly infiltrate the Devil's home with me nestled right within your thoughts, and mask your true intentions from me? There is only one thing to understand about a devil. It serves only itself. Anything it promised to deliver, it would recover tenfold. You realized the error of your ways and corrected them. But you would do better not to err in the first place, especially when there is so much at stake. You saw for yourself what the Chosen are capable of. But did you also see their weakness? Yes, precisely. It was their union that made them. They had an almost flawless plan to dominate Faerun, but their distrust is their undoing. We must not fall into the same trap. We must trust one another. I could say the same of you. Nonetheless, our fates are bound, and in the absence of a happier union, I will accept a useful one. You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Enough to keep us going. For now.
The hammer is ours. The devil is snuffed out. Our power is undeniable.
To slay a devil in his domain is to end him entire. Or it should be. I am still primed to hear some slimy final rhyme from beyond the grave.
Time to take a load off, isn't it?
How good to see you. Come for a chat?
That's the last of Raphael. I'll be glad to no longer have to suffer his smug face.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it.
Ancient Ansur, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow. Champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
Things in order.
The dishonorable judge was banished, but judgment must still be passed.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood.
Sharp as ever.
The hanging. A red-haired man. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a... The cell. The red-haired man had...
Judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide. You pilfered a trinket or two from it in your day.
2 steps out.
When rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames, take the torch. Withstand the elements. Prove your courage.
Checking things out.
Does the hero march? Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight, does the hero choose? Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead. Your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero. Seize your fate and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
The statue wasn't prepared for this eventuality. It figured we solved every trial successfully.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. Disbelief and resentment rise within you, only to be stopped at your mouth. The worm has claimed you and speaks through you.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Balduran, your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer. It's been too long. A name I once answered to. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend.
Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur.
Enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. I am the
heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. This time, you will not escape it.
Your body's a temple to an idiot god.
Balduran, what have you done? I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past. Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Stelmane's death was not my fault. Ansor's death was born of necessity. And make no mistake, I grieved them both. Ansor, in particular. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. It came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. There were no alternatives. In my place, you would have done the same. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
A hero at heart, and I'm off. Could come in handy.
Worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Let's see.
That helped.
I'm a fist, and tell me what...
Is something burdening?
Thought this place was just a legend. Tall tales just keep coming true.
Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the Hells ever. No such thing as a home in the Hells. If Hope's happy, good for her. But mark my words, some devil or other will push in and claim the place sooner or later. Stick around in Avernus long enough, and you'll run out of hope entirely. No, soldier. I'd rather live out my days in the world I love than live forever in a world I hate. I don't know much, but I do know that.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Ah. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Good. I was just starting.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer? Digging and diving where you don't belong. And I thought we were friends. Wrong. Your presence here is the only real threat to their survival. Dead, they're no use to me, so I keep them safe, after a fashion. I have prepared for this eventuality, and if you interfere, I will destroy the Iron Throne. Return to the city, find Orin, and claim her Netherstone as you agreed to do. And then I will forget this transgression.
Your conscience pricks. You did agree to an alliance after all. But then again, what honor your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all this.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. We'll talk later. Stop wasting my time.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Normally, I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help. It is painful to say, but they cannot be your priority. Duke Ravengard must be saved. The city needs him. I was only trying to secure this city's future, but you are correct. If we can, we should save the hostages too. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. The hostages are placed throughout this prison. You must stretch your resources thin if you want to secure them all. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed.
Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
Watch and learn.
Thank you. I thought I was done for.
Coming through.
Bye forever, pal.
Aye, aye.
On my way.
Will, my pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me.
What are you doing?
Exactly what you asked for. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
What's happening?
Go, go, go!
That devil.
Looks simple enough.
Calmness greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Your chest tightens as your exhausted father approaches.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Your tadpole resonates with your father's, and a flash of recognition sets in. Devil standing before him is his own son.
Will. Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me? By every last hell, son. I hate to see what you've become, but...
Ravenguard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but your father's parasite still remains.
I'll guide him to your camp. He'll know where to go, even if he doesn't yet understand why.
Your father grows silent. Whatever needs saying will have to wait.
Gods, we made it! We actually made it!
I think I've had my fill of underwater misadventures. Let's get back to the surface world before any more perils seek us out.
If I thought the city had despoiled the nature above, that harbor water was far from a sparkling blue.
I'll admit it, I was saying my prayers there. Thank the gods we made it out of Gortash's hellhole.
Good and done with the iron.
Listen, lad. Only a special sort could have done what you did. Thank you.
By God, I'm glad you showed up. Hopefully Frel's not too worried about me.
You were so heroic. My word. I can't wait to tell Squav what happened. Gods, I hope he's all right.
Time for a chat.
What they were doing with us was horrid. Thank you for saving me.
Featherweight Falson will be back in the ring in no time. Once my daughter Claw is freed.
That was amazing! Like one of them old hero stories. Thank you.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my call. You saved us. Saved us all. I thought it impossible, but you did it. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did! I knew it. I knew he would do something.
I'll get to your camp.
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, child of the stars. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
It's over, right? There's not more cutting. Thank God.
Still hurts. But thank you.
My lord, your act of valor will go down in Gondian history! My sincerest thanks, friend. I don't know what possessed you to find us in that place, but I am surely glad you did.
Bloody hells! I was a goner for...
Ogro!
If I got my hands on the bastards that got Claw locked up.
It's finally over! We're safe!
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving your father, and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it. Yes, celebrate your fortunes. But remember that they are lost as quickly as they are gained. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. why look for hidden meaning when the words are laid so bare? Besides, now is a time of celebration. I am sure you and your father have plenty to talk about.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My own son. Still the she-devil's toy. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours. I know the truth. You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now.
Your head tingles. Memories flow through your mind, seeking escape. Your father's tadpole clenches as your memories flow into him.
My tears rooms. I'm in your mind.
Ravengard sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in your face as an impossible choice is set before you.
No. My son.
The past becomes present. Your father sees you partner with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Will, my son, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate. And I cast you out for it. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me? You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. The ones I made you recite every morning. The ones you'll call on in the days to come. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend, let it set the path before you. A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher. You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the Great Ansur. You are stronger than even the Great Worm.
You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Answer, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Uncertainty fills the air. You have reached a fork in your path. In which direction will you travel?
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner.
Baldur's Gate is your home, and you are its servant, relentless in your pursuit of the greatest good. You would sooner die by Mazora's hand than endanger the city.
My son, together there is no army we cannot conquer, and no wrong we cannot right. Hail, Duke Will Ravengard!
Duke Will Ravengard!
Duke Will Ravengard!
Your father's courage is an inspiration. You will make a name for yourself. You will conquer all of the city's ills. The people will know you forever as the heart of the gate.
Get up. There's something you should see. Everything's fine, trust me. Now come. Watch. I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky, the long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between. Look at the sun. What do you see? Yes, and something else too. Beauty. The dawn was my torment. Rustling leaves, agony. I couldn't wait to escape this place. Now, I revel in it. I revel in you. You showed me the betweens and beyonds. Between war and peace. Beyond passion and obsession. Most importantly, you showed me freedom. There's more, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to call it. I just know, whatever comes next, I want you near. When all this is over, will you stay with me? For good? Shak Von Findu, source of my joy.
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean. I hope that's true, but I'm not so sure. She has a far reach and a long memory. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help. Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. down the coast a little. This will do. Take off your clothes. A little misdirection. Couldn't resist. What's the matter? I know. But it's nice to hear you say it. I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here. What? Wait! Oh, hells, that's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet. Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop.
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you. Even crazier than that, if you can believe it. I want to go on a date. A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner. Please say yes. Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited! Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. See you there. Hi. Hi. You made it. You look nice. Thank you. Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have? Just what I had in mind.
Huh?
2 of the Rothe ribs, please. And 2 glasses of... and 2 glasses of wine. So, you're an adventurer, right? How's that going? Bad-ish. Not trying to one-up the local villains, of course, but man, have I seen some shit. But hang on, this isn't first date talk. Tonight, I'm a mystery to you, and you're a mystery to me. That's all I can do to keep my hands to myself anyway. We're terrible at this. Show me your ways. Right here in Baldur's Gate, more or less. My folks are long gone now, but they raised me in the outer city. Dad was a porter in town, Mum did laundry. Still think of her when I smell clean sheets. We were poorer than dirt, but my gods, we had fun. What about you? Wonder if they're still out there somewhere. No chance they could have forgotten someone like you. Oh, hey. Here comes our food. Hey, Hank? I think we ordered the...
It's a bleeder.
worst guy I ever met. Anyway, how about a toast? Oh, shit! May we live every day like it's our last. Because you never know when your last will come. Oh, that was great. The food and the company. Whatever do you mean? We're just two normal people living normal lives, very, very normally. I know I can't stay forever. Here. With you. In fact, I feel like I don't have long left at all. We've been through so much, and the worst is yet to come. I have every reason to feel terrified, hopeless, like giving up. But to be here, with you, in the city I love, in this world that I love so much, it's all I could really ask for. You hear me? You're all I could ever ask for. I love you. And I know that whatever else this city will throw at us, we can handle it. Come on, there's something I want to show you upstairs. Hope you like it.
Praise the Absolute. She will reward us well for this exquisite carnage.
You are almost worthy to live among drow. Fairy.
The true honor is to serve the Absolute. She loves you fiercely. I see that in the strength she has given you. And she has so much more to give. There is a bond between us, true soul. I can see what you are, what you want, and you can see what I want.
Through her eyes, you see yourself, skin glistening with sweat, hands bound. Ecstasy or terror, maybe both. You feel her breath on your neck, her fingers running down your spine, and then it is over.
I will come to your camp tonight. We will celebrate this victory together.
As you approach your camp, the raucous celebrations have already begun. Volo has fallen into the goblin's clutches again and appears to be chronicling your misdeeds. The goblins praise the Absolute, but their celebrations also honor their leaders, Minthara and you.
You fought well, and so did these creatures, thanks to our leadership. When you tire of their company, come to me. Tonight, you are mine.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
What a glorious celebration. Hip deep in gore. The goblins stole good wine. It goes straight to the head. What's wrong with enjoying a gift from our guests? Maybe, if I down enough of this swill, it'll pickle the worm in my skull. We set a pack of refugees on fire. A child could have done it. Not exactly an ambush for the ages.
She looks you up and down, her mind touches yours. You feel her hand at your neck, her lips closing around yours.
Are you ready to give yourself to me? Good. I will join you when you go to your bed. You are mine. Wait until morning, true soul. All will be revealed.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You are here. Good. Come with me.
Now, lie down.
An image of her naked body against yours flashes into your mind.
Do not speak. Just do as I say. You learn fast. Your obedience will make this more enjoyable for both of us. Tell me what you want, and you shall have me.
As your bodies lock together, so do your minds. Her whole being is laid bare before you. And half hidden at the center of her desire, you discover something unexpected. Fear. You draw her closer, with all the vim of a lover's first embrace. The center of her desire, you discover something unexpected. Fear. She flinches as layers of her psyche peel back, revealing the scars of a life spent anticipating a knife in the back. The memories of countless dead slain too soon. Not just enemies, but family, friends, lovers.
Speak to me. Tell me what is in your heart. No. I want the truth. I want to hear it in your voice, not in my mind. The Absolute owns my mind. I cannot remember a time when her voice did not fill it. Except tonight. Tonight, the Absolute was silent. I only heard your breath and your voice. How is that possible?
The artifact pulses softly, sending out a warning. It is afraid.
If this is a lie, it is a dangerous one. Show me. It screams. It silences the Absolute, and it screams. What is it? What are you?
In your dream, you stand over yourself as you sleep. A knife in your hand. Murder in your heart. You are ready to strike, to end your own life. But then a shock runs through your mind. This is no dream.
Good. You're awake. I want to taste your fear. You will be. You've played your part. The glory for this victory will be mine alone. It is time. Kill them! I would have you by my side in Mensa Berensen when our work on the surface is done. Speak to me. Tell me what is in your heart. As did I. During the battle, my mind raced. My blood burned. I was righteous. But tonight, I only heard your breath and your voice. The Absolute was silent. How is that possible?
The artifact pulses softly, sending out a warning. It is afraid.
You are right. But I cannot deny what my heart tells me. So much that has happened since I left the Underdark is like a dream of somebody else's life. I do not know myself anymore. Except tonight. Tonight, I wanted this. For myself. I must pray, and you must rest. Tomorrow, we will have fresh orders.
In your dream, you stand over. You are ready.
Wait, I ask, there is something missing in you. And I do not understand it. When the Absolute failed to answer me, I feared that you had somehow infected me with that same absence. And so I decided that you must die. But then, a miracle happened. As I took out my blade, her voice returned to me, and she told me what I must do to purge myself of doubt. She told me to decide your fate, to determine if you are worthy. If you are, I am to send you into her embrace, at the seat of her power. In time, I believe we may be together. Travel to Moonrise. We will meet again there, at the heart of the Absolute's power. I do not know, but I do know that she allowed me to spare you. When you meet her at Moonrise, she will show you her design and your part in it. She will test you. If you fail, you will break. If your faith is strong, you will become something even more beautiful. With difficulty, but I can help. The land around Moonrise is cursed. Traveling there will sap your strength and your sanity, but I can protect you. A wretched creature in my service can guide you through the curse. This harp will summon him. Play it when you are in the shadows, and he will come to you, and know that you are a friend. He was a drow once. Now he is an abomination, a victim of Lolth's cruelty. His minions will wait for you at the mountain pass, on the threshold of the Shadow Curse. I warn you, he is quite mad, but he knows the path to Moonrise better than anyone. Go to him when you are ready. I will lead what remains of my forces to Moonrise ahead of you. When we next meet, we will be together in the Absolute's presence, and she will make us her champions.
Hark! Hark! A camp, and Hogma willing. Some friendly faces. Well met. Goblins roughed me up and stole my hose when they heard me singing hatchling love. You wouldn't have half a bedroll for a lost minstrel, would you? I can pay for my board with music, if you care for it. I'll just stay one night. Promise. Then I'll be gone. I know I'm ice blood, but I get cold so fast. I need to be by the fire.
Hell's fire.
And you know what happens when you're naughty. Now?
Karlach meets the criteria.
Kill me.
Well... I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other Chosen and claim their Netherstones, we can take control. I expected you would be. But know this. What I propose is nigh on impossible. But if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why? So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketheric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? Good. That is as it should be. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
These harpers of yours, would they die for you?
Not for me. They would die for peace.
I must ask you something. First, let me make it clear that I do not object to the killing of Isabel, or the loss of Last Light. But I do not understand why you killed the cleric. Sometimes I think you are quite mad. Other times, I think you still hold on to a slim fragment of your sanity. I will be watching you. And...
You wish to consult me? Then speak. Very well.
I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, life was crueler to him than death. It is no... I believe he was an honorable man, but I sympathize. It is a sharp mind that feels sympathy for one who suffers unnecessarily. I saw strength in Ketheric, but I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bone.
One thing. The vile Sceleritas will be here soon enough.
The tardiness, my festering liege. I was away, admiring her body. I have never seen a torn tibia quite like that. A part of your past is here for you. I come with your disgusting prize. This prize is no payment. Come, try on your... Oh, such a strapping young behemoth.
You cannot speak, but you have command over your own cruelty.
So handsome, so brazen. This form is... Oh, but you should... You are going to... I have your estate to attend to.